Welcome to New York Rangers hockey, live from Corel Center in Ottawa. It's the New York Rangers and the Ottawa Senators. And the Rangers will have a couple of new players in the lineup, including defenseman Tom Poti, arriving just before the game. He met the team yesterday. Rangers did not have a morning skate, and in the background you see the other new player, Rem Murray. They'll both be in the lineup for the Rangers tonight. Good evening, everyone. Sam Rosen along with John Davidson. Well, for the Rangers, they're running out of time, and they've got to get it all together in a hurry and get these new players going.
In a hurry is exactly right, Sam. Only Mark Messier not playing regarding the players that are available to the Rangers. Everybody else is healthy. Rem Murray and Tom Poti both will play. They have not yet had the opportunity to practice with this team, so they're in the rush meetings to learn about their system. The thing that is positive is that both of them played in Edmonton years ago with Ron Lowe, so they know what system he likes to employ.
Tom Poti spent 3.5 years with the Edmonton Oilers, a man who can move the puck and skates very well, John.
25 years of age tomorrow from Worcester, Massachusetts. Thrilled to be back on the East Coast. He's a tall, rangy guy, not a player that goes out and bangs people around, but he's very shrewd defensively. He does have the long reach. The Rangers are counting on his offense, his good skating ability with the puck, and his ability to move the puck quickly. He will be paired with Sylvain Lefebvre.
Tom Poti played for the U.S. Olympic team. He's got good offensive skills. And now Rem Murray is a man who's a versatile player, can play the wing or center, and will be a center tonight.
Yeah, he's scheduled to play center ice in this game. And I think you talk about Poti with offense, you talk about Rem Murray for defense. He can play the left side, the right side, center ice. Very strong on faceoffs. He comes with a strong reputation of being smart defensively, can get you some goals. In fact, scored in each of the last 2 games that he played for the Edmonton Oilers before being traded. Will center the line with Fleury and McCarthy as his wingers in this one. And he's an experienced player, Sam. It's always interesting to see how they play when they've been traded for the first time in their career. Sometimes that's very tough mentally on a player, but he seems excited about it, and he can certainly fit with his style of play with this hockey club because they need somebody who can win some draws.
So let's hear from the new players. Rem Murray on Tom Poti, Tom Poti on Rem Murray. I caught up with them earlier today. Here's their scouting reports.
He's an incredible talent. Some of the things he does with the pucks are just incredible. He has so much poise back there in the blue line for such a young guy. He moves the puck really well. He's really offensively talented, and he's a great guy, great team guy, and he'll fit right in.
Rem's one of the smartest players I've ever played with. He's very rarely out of position, and he's a great penalty killer, and he can also put the puck in the net.
Right into the fire for the New York Rangers. They go against an Ottawa Senators team that's battling for first place in the Eastern Conference.
The thing about them, Sam, is they're a hot team with their specialty teams, but as a team, they're coming off their worst loss of the season. That was 5-1 in Buffalo. Even their head goaltender, their #1 goalie, and Patrick Lalime didn't have a strong night. How will they respond, I guess, is the question. They're really good with the lead. So try to go out, have a strong first period, get the lead if possible. The last time the Rangers played them, Lalime was great. It was a game in New York. Radek Bonk had 2 goals of the 3 that were scored by Ottawa, and the Rangers were caved. They were shut out in the game. So Ottawa, if they get the lead, they're tough. So you try to go out with a game plan to be aggressive offensively, get the lead on them if possible, and it'll be interesting to see. Lalime's coming off a tough game, but his career numbers against the Rangers are really sharp. As you see there, 6-2-1 with the Ottawa Senators.
The season series stands 1-1-1. The Rangers need 2 points to stay in the hunt for the playoff race. We'll be set to go in just a moment. Fourth and final meeting of the regular season between these two teams. They played a 2-2 tie their previous matchup here. Mike Richter in his last 13 against Ottawa. Good save percentage, but the record is 4-7-2, 2.58 goals against average. The man across the way is Patrick Lalime. He's the #1 goaltender. And career against the Rangers, including his time with Pittsburgh, 6-4-1. The referees tonight, Paul Dvorsky and Don Van Massenhoven. And it is Paul Dvorsky who will drop the puck. John Moran and Steve Barton are the linesmen. We're underway. Leach and Malakoff on defense. Lindros with Barnaby on the left and Bure on the right. Zdeno Chara, #3. Chris Phillips, #4 on defense for Ottawa. The Senators have won 4 of their last 6. Barnaby knocked down Chara. We got Marian Hossa, Radek Bonk, and Sean McEachran up front. Phillips off the stick of Hossa, and Brian Leach goes to get it.
Ottawa goes with a big defensive pair, don't they? And Phillips and Chara to play against the Lindros line. First shift of the game.
Rangers change. And here is the debut of Rem Murray wearing number 17, and immediately a hit on Todd White, his opposite center. Rem Murray centering Theo Fleury on the left, Sandy McCarthy on the right, Sylvain Lefebvre and Tom Pody on. Tom Pody wearing number 3. Has had 1 goal this season. That came in November. Plays it off the boards and out of the zone. Shane Knighty, number 34. Wade Redden, number 6 on defense for Ottawa.
Pody had 2 plays with a puck, both times, Sam. Over on the right side, banked the puck up high off the glass and out of the zone. Cautious start and a smart start. You don't try to make a pass that you can't complete.
Magnus Arvidsson is on. Daniel Alfredsson leads the team with 35 goals, tied for 2nd in the league.
He's the guy, Sam. He's Mr. Everything this season for the Ottawa Senators. He's been their MVP by a mile.
Tied in goals scored with Matt Sundin and Bill Guerin with 35. Jerome McGinley leads the league with 43. Puck lifted up. Rangers have now made another change with Nedved, Groshek, and Ruchinski on, with Brian Berard and David Karpa. Tomas Klocek is a healthy scratch for the Rangers, along with Dale Purinton and Steve McKenna.
The Rangers are hoping with Nedved for this game. He's going against the Ulonen line. And basically that's 3rd line against 3rd line. So, you know, the further you go down the totem pole, you notch yourself down from the 1st line to 2nd line to the 3rd line. The Rangers are hoping that Nedved can find some offense against the 3rd line of the other hockey club, the Ottawa Senators. This is Murray's first shift. Ooh, it's a pretty good hit. Shoulder into the chest. And as you mentioned, that was on White, his opposite center.
Now it's 4th line against 4th line. Roman Lyashenko, number 29 for the Rangers, centering Andreas Johansson and Michael Samuelsson. Karpa and Berard still on. Chris Herperger, number 33. With Tony Dahlman, number 10, and one-time Ranger Jody Hull, number 16, the forward line for Ottawa. Shot from the point was deflected on the way in. It's Curtis Lecision, number 7, with Sammy Salo, number 5 on defense. Richter gathers the puck off the side of the net and stops play.
Everything to the right side of Mike Richter here so far early in the game. All the dump-ins on Pody were to the right side of Richter. There's Dave Karpa with a pretty good body check along the boards on Jody Hull. And even that last play by Ottawa was Ottawa's left side, the Rangers' right side in the Rangers' zone. As Pavel Bure comes on the ice, Rangers get all 4 lines. Both teams get all 4 lines in the game quickly.
A late arriving crowd here. It's very quiet in the building because there's been a snowstorm here all day long.
Serious snowstorm. And when you drive here, there's only one road to get here, and it was busy and slow. Hey, you know what? They all say drivers in New York can't drive too well in the snowstorms. Well, I think they do pretty well. They're not too quick around here either.
Pretty slow. Lindros back on. Chipping it in the Ottawa zone. Lindros checked by Lecision, or rather by Chris Phillips, who's back on. Phillips and Chara, the defensive pair, as John mentioned, against the Rangers' top line.
The Bonk line, Sam, 2 straight shifts against Eric Lindros' line.
Ottawa did not make any moves at the trading deadline, and a couple of minor moves a week ago when he brought in Benoit Brunet off waivers.
And, of course, they traded for Ulonen from Tampa Bay. They traded a rugged winger, and Andre Waugh, for him.
Lindros comes in, leaves for Barnaby, fires across for Bure. Bure into the corner, taps it to Lindros. Back to Bure. Phillips after him. Now to Leach for the shot. Save Lalim. Nice play by the Rangers.
Here we go.
And a little after the whistle stuff. Lindros involved. Barnaby gets there.
Barnaby and Bure both got there quickly. First good setup for the Rangers offensively. Leach moved in like a rover. And Pavel Bure moved back to the blue line with the puck and set him up. That was a good shift for the Rangers' big line. They get their first decent scoring chance. Each team with 1 shot. Barnaby put on the line, Sam. He's had a good couple of weeks, and the Rangers feel that he's got the personality and energy to find the puck for the other 2 players. Yeah. Now here you can see that's Leach moving in. Bure with the pass. Leach was wide open. And a good job by the goaltender, Lalim, not allowing any type of a rebound for Lindros to get to.
Rem Murray on the faceoff here.
He got tossed. He's a pretty good faceoff guy, as is Fleury. Oh, not that good that time.
Todd White won it. Shane Knighty, number 34, plays it. Knighty had been a healthy scratch for a long time. Now has found his way back in the lineup and has played well for this Ottawa team. Ottawa without a couple of forwards out of the lineup. Martin Havlat, a 20-goal scorer, is out, missing his second consecutive game, and Chris Neal, a rugged forward, is out.
Yeah, he's their tough guy now. He's out with a hip problem. He was injured in Buffalo in the last game. And Havlat, I think the Rangers smile that he's not in the lineup. Havlat has enough speed. He's maybe the quickest player amongst these two teams. Again, you look at Rem Murray, wife expecting, right?
7 months pregnant, and you got to pack the bags and leave.
It was interesting. He said that Craig McTavish had a nice chat with him. Basically saying, hey, man, thanks for your help here in Edmonton, but you're going to love New York, because Craig, of course, played for the Rangers.
Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference. Rem Murray started Michigan State for 4 years before coming into the NHL. Puck once again deflects into the Rangers bench. And play stops once more for another face-off. Peter Nedved. I'm thinking, John, that with the way the fans have been on Peter Nedved at home, I think he may be a little more relaxed on the road. It'll be interesting to see how it plays.
It really will. Ulonen is not a physical centerman that he's going opposite at all. Anything but a physical centerman. But he's pretty smart defensively. There's a little pick by Nedved to buy some time.
Kuczynski turns with Salo on him, double teamed by Brunet, who gets it across to Bill McCall. McCall works on Tom Poti, who knocked it away. Poti stays with him. McCall lost the stick. That shot off the side of the net by Benoit Brunet. Came very close. Rangers able to lift it out of the zone. Groshek playing it back to Poti. And Salo.
Outside. Slow start to the game, isn't there?
Stops and starts.
Poti just had a one-on-one come his way. It was almost a 3-on-2 as Kuczynski lost the puck just inside the Ottawa blue line. And Poti had a one-on-one to deal with, and he played the man all the way to the outside, Sam. You'll see him come down to Poti's left. Force him to the outside. That's McCall, and then he'll go and work him over here with his stick once, twice. Knocked the stick out of his hands, but he got double-teamed as Ulonen jumped in. So when you see two white jerseys on one of your teammates, somebody's got to get in there and help him out. You should never be outnumbered in your own zone.
Mike Richter stops the puck for David Karpa. Rangers move up and out of the zone. Johansson playing it into the middle. Lyashenko moves in with a shot blocked by Phillips. Samuelson checked by Chara. Herberger plays it around the boards. Dahlman tried to clear his block, and Phillips able to move it to Jody Hull.
The first shift for this Lyashenko line, they couldn't get out of the Rangers zone. This is their second shift. It's much better.
A little over 5 minutes gone by. First period, scoreless game. Tony Dahlman, who's in for Chris Neal. Richter swings it around the boards to Johansson and lifted out. Rangers playing back-to-back games tonight and tomorrow night. They'll be home against the Atlanta Thrashers tomorrow night. And tomorrow night will be the 5th game in 7 days for the Rangers.
Good chance Richter, if he goes well here, will play 2 in a row. Play back-to-back with Atlanta in New York, resting after playing last night in Tampa Bay.
Leach plays it off the boards. Barnaby falls down, gets back up, controls. And Malakoff finds Bure. Barnaby on the off wing. Barnaby finds Lindros. He scores!
What a play.
Eric Lindros gives the Rangers a 1-0 lead off a beautiful setup from Matthew Barnaby.
With everybody maybe thinking that he was going to pass the puck to Pavel Bure, but this started back inside the Rangers blue line as Malakoff had the puck and he didn't make the pass everybody expected. So he loses the puck. Is he going back to the defenseman? No, he's up the middle to Bure. Now Bure heads to the net. Everybody thinks Bure, but the pass was back to Lindros, and he ripped it off the pass. Gorgeous goal by the Rangers all the way up the ice. 4 of the 5 players touched the puck. The only one that did was Brian Leach. And 1-0 Rangers. Lindros gets a big goal, and the Rangers hoping his confidence level will shoot straight upwards.
29th goal of the season for Eric Lindros. So Barnaby, the addition to that line, has immediate results for the New York Rangers.
That was a heads-up play. That was a nice pass. Perfect. Perfect shooting position was the pass, Sam.
Alfredson trying to answer back. It was knocked away. Rangers come out. Rem Murray dumps it in. One of the things the coaches were telling us this morning as Fleury battles there against Lecision is that Barnaby's been making plays, getting the puck out, passing the puck well, and they're rewarding him by putting him on the top line.
If you play well, you should be rewarded. It's that simple. Bore gets his first New York Ranger assist.
Lindros from Barnaby and Bore at 6 minutes. 29th goal of the season for Eric Lindros. Rangers lead 1-0.
Is Pody taking the puck away with that long reach from Daniel Alfredson. Again, it's not a physical play, but it's a stick play. Nick Lidstrom in Detroit, Sergei Zubov in Dallas. They're similar players where they're smart with the stick, not so much the muscle. The goal scorer, Lindros, if the pass from Barnaby's there, it's no good. It's got to be back here because he's a right-handed shot. Watch where the puck goes. The defenseman would have gotten it if the pass was ahead of Lindros. Perfect pass to his back foot. And oh, baby.
And the Senators answer back. Shane Knighty with a long shot off the face-off win. Mike Richter got a piece, but not enough. The Senators have tied it.
Knighty's first goal of the season. Face-off one. I don't know if it was deflected or not. Maybe Mike Richter was thinking deflection. Mike was kind of not standing up and not down. You see White win the face-off. Knighty just let it go. I don't believe it touched anybody, and Richter got caught in transition. Either you have to be down waiting or stay up and wait. He got caught on the way down. The puck slid underneath and through his legs. I also don't believe Mike was screened on the play, Sam. So Knighty gets his first. We're tied up at 1, and Ottawa, they haven't done much in this first period, but winning a face-off there helps.
That's a bad goal. And that ties the game. Shane Knighty had gone over a year without scoring. Last goal was February 14th of 2001 at New Jersey. And now Ottawa gets some life and working hard. Chara, shot blocked by Lindros. Lindros lost his stick. Puck taken by Jody Hull, went off a skate, and it's cleared out by Bure. So the Senators have answered back. One thing the Rangers knows, they don't want to fall behind an Ottawa team that can smother you defensively.
And I don't see Ottawa playing their game here early either. They're at home. The building isn't full because of the snowstorm. There's not much life here, and Ottawa's played a very quiet first 8 minutes.
Blanc moving in. Hossa centers, and it was almost tipped in by McEachran.
Great job on the back check there by Sandy McCarthy. McEachran's fast and hard to catch.
Here's Radikoff with a shot off the glove of Richter.
That was a good save.
Hossa bangs with McCarthy. McCarthy went down. Hossa checked by Malakoff. And McCarthy able to work his way ahead, but was kept in by McEachran.
Ottawa's come alive, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Found some life with that goal. Malakoff trying to move the puck, gets it to McCarthy. And he fires out to Theo Fleury. Fleury fell down, lost an edge. Sammy Sallow fires it up the boards. This will be an icing on Ottawa as the pass missed connection. Knighty got his first of the year. And only his 4th career goal. At 7:07, Todd White got the assist.
For White, it's his 25th assist of the season. He's been a pleasant surprise. There's the play. McCarthy with a great job. He got his stick underneath McEachran's stick and didn't allow the shot. Now this one here is a good catching glove save. That was labeled top corner. I believe it was Hossa with a shot. And Richter, just a terrific job knocking the puck down or up, make that with his catching glove arm. So we're tied up at 1. And we haven't hit the mid part of the first period, but that goal seemed to, at least I think mentally, give Ottawa a little bit of energy in their game.
Senators clear the zone. Lefebvre has it, plays it to Tom Pody. Rangers have Lyashenko with Samuelson and Johansson. Wade Redden, number 6 for Ottawa, lifts it out. Lefebvre there to play it. Rangers starting play tonight, 4 points behind the Montreal Canadiens, who won last night in Florida and play tomorrow night at Tampa Bay.
Rangers there, Sam, trying to break the trap. Cody went back to Lefebvre with the puck, and then Lefebvre up to the weak side, but it didn't work. Ottawa stayed with it.
There's Shane Knighty, met there by Johansson. Lefebvre goes back to play it. While the Rangers are trying to catch Montreal, they're also trying to hold off Buffalo, which beat Ottawa the other night 5-1, and Washington, who had a terrific win in Colorado. 3-0 shutout.
On the road, that's pretty good, isn't it, in Colorado? And that was the first game without Adam Oates.
Washington will be in Toronto. Nedved got knocked down by Lecision. Lecision's without a stick. Alfredson trying to move the puck. He's got it. Met by Groshek, who bumped him.
Two referees that let them play. There could have been a couple of minors both ways early, but they're just letting them play.
Berard keeps it in. Long drive tipped wide by Groshek. Alfredson to the puck. Good pressure by the Rangers. Center goes through Groshek. Ruchinski tried to find Groshek in the slot.
Ruchinski saw Groshek, but he didn't put the puck to the proper side so he can let the shot go, and Groshek couldn't reach for it.
Past the midway point of the first period, game tied at 1.
It was a deep trap by Ottawa. That's not back in the neutral zone. It's deep, top of the circle. One pass, now back to the defenseman, weak side. That didn't work. He didn't get it through. Maybe. Nope.
Ruchinski goes off. The puck tipped in by Nedved. Chara goes back. And Bore's after him. Around to Chris Phillips. Rangers lead lasted 1 minute 7 seconds. Long shot saved by Richter. Rebound missed. Juha Yolonen with the shot.
I think that was Bore on the back check. Chipped the puck away from the rebound.
Hull had it knocked away. This is fourth line for Ottawa. Yolonen, actually third line. Yolonen with Hull and Brunet.
Same defense pairings, though, for the Lindros line.
Chipped out of the zone by Barnaby and played back to Chara. Malakoff has it. Leach's pass was tipped in. Redden able to get it to 90 and quickly out to Marian Hossa. Around the boards, Wade Redden is in deep. Gets it to McEachran. Back for Redden, but it's taken away. Good play by Rem Murray. Shane 90. By the way, Mike York played in that game for Edmonton last night. Edmonton beating San Jose 2-1. Hossa carries in deep. His shot deflected. Gets it around off the side of the net. Hossa with good speed.
San Jose with a turnover. When the puck wasn't thrown deep, Edmonton picked it off, and Comrie went down and scored the game winner. Mike Comrie. What a year he's having for a second-year guy.
Sallow outlets the bump. Met by Pody. And this will be an icing on Ottawa. 7:33 to go, first period. Game tied at 1.
Pavel Bore on the back check. Watch him find the puck as he keeps going. Phillips drives in looking for the rebound. And whoa, that was close. Both Malakoff and Bore trying to help out when Mike Richter had the puck glance off and back in front of him. We're tied up at 1. Shots, Sam, are 4-2 in favor of Ottawa. It's kind of a chess match so far. More shots in a soccer game.
Patience against Ottawa is
that's
something
right.
you need. Here's Bore with a shot. He scores! Pavel Bore puts it through Patrick Lalime. His second goal as a New York Ranger. It's 2-1. Rangers lead.
Rangers, the last 3 goals that they've scored, Bore has 2 plus an assist. And it's now 1-1 on faceoffs. Bore's ready for the shot. Waits. There it is. And he just snapped it. Lalime wasn't set on this play. So each team has a goal off a faceoff here in the first period. Bore waits. The puck finds good players. He just snapped it. He didn't waste time. He doesn't waste time, does he? Nope. When he gets it, he lets it rip. He's got 2 now in 2 games, plus an assist. The Rangers regain the lead.
Scoring a couple of goals, which have been hard to come by for the Rangers. Coming into this game, the Rangers had scored only 11 goals in their past 7.
They call it unassisted, Sam, on the play, but the Rangers found a way to find the loose puck. And again, each team now has a goal directly off a faceoff.
Bore gets the goal, his 24th, his second as a Ranger. Long shot by Arvidsson was stopped by Richter. Rangers lead for the second time. 90 shoots again. It's deflected wide. Fired off the boards by Karpa, and Samuelson moves it across. Bure unassisted at 12:31. The big collision at the line sent Lyashenko down. Wade Redden had stepped into him. Karpa back to get the puck. 6:40 to go, first period. Bedard fired in and took a hit from 90. Decision's got it, chased by Nedved. Leach has it back. Leach and Malakoff back paired together as Tom Cody is paired with Savannah Lefebvre. 2-on-1 developed. Ruchinski is stopped by Lalime. Good speed by Nedved and Ruchinski, and a good scoring chance. And Ruchinski got pulled down, but nothing called.
He had the back of his jersey yanked and pulled down to the ice. Nedved was in a good shooting position, but he made a good setup. Ruchinski got the puck away quickly, and Lalime made his best save of the game.
Salo bangs it off the boards. Lead is back together.
So that would have been nice for the Rangers. Had that gone in, that would have been 3 goals and 4 shots. But Lalime made a nice save. So now you begin to wonder about the confidence of Lalime after the game in Buffalo. 5 goals there, 2 already here, and very nearly 3.
The backup is Jani Herme, who played for Team Finland in the Olympics. He feels he can be a starter in the NHL. Fleury's taken out by Phillips. McCall has the puck. Chased by Murray. McCall gets away. Murray catches up. Slowed him down. Lefebvre gets to the puck. Herberger with a hit on Lefebvre. McCarthy played it off the boards. Phillips keeps in. Give away to McCarthy. McCarthy got taken down by Phillips away from the puck after the dump in.
About 40 feet away. That's all. The puck was in the corner, and he was thrown down to the ice. But again, the only thing positive about that is the referees have been consistent, Sam. They're letting both teams get away with the stuff that's marginal or a little more than marginal, even so far.
2-1 Rangers, 4:45 to go in the first as Brian Berard goes back to play the puck. Berard holding.
Deep trap again, isn't it?
Yes. Karpa off the boards for Barnaby. Lindros gets to it. And the Rangers regroup. Try again. Barnaby's pass blocked. And it's whistled for an offside on Benoit Brunet. 4:19 to go in the first. Rangers lead 2-1.
Big Sandy McCarthy tries to make a play on Phillips. Puck is dumped in, and he's wrestled down with an open left arm. That should have been a penalty.
Looked like interference to me.
Yeah. 2 minutes. Is it in the book, though? 2 minutes for tackling?
Just have to reword it, that's all.
That one, yeah.
A good pass from Nedved to Ruchinski. Ruchinski around Redden. Fires toward the net, goes through. Taken off the boards by Leach. His shot stick to side by Lalime. Grosek tried to draw a penalty, but didn't. And the puck taken by Arvidsson. Up to Todd White. You mentioned White having an outstanding year. Really developing, coming into his own 20-goal season. Ruchinski. Cross with Grosek.
Yeah, you got to gain the line. That's
Offside.
the biggest thing. Didn't gain the line. Another look at the Rangers' go-ahead goal. Lindros was on the draw. Bore gets the goal. Lindros and Ulonen. The puck was dropped. Oh, I see how it got to Bore. The defenseman was playing Barnaby, and he kicked the puck, and it went right to Bore's blade. And Bore just snapped it. Here's another look at Lindros battling with Ulonen. And Phillips, with his right skate, had Barnaby tied up with his arms, but he kicked the puck and went right to Bore's blade. 2-1 Rangers.
Rangers have had only 4 shots on goal, but they've scored 2.
Ottawa's only had 5.
Lindros and Bore have scored for the Rangers. 90 has scored for Ottawa. McEachran taken out by Lefebvre. Good play. Cody moves it around to Lindros. Cross ice, and Phillips there to play it. And Sean McEachran back to Chris Phillips. Knocked out of the zone. Barnaby's got it. There goes Bore. Bore against Chara. Lindros going to the net, 2-on-1. Bore fires wide. Looked like a shot.
I think he was trying to get the puck over top of the stick of Chara.
Lindros got taken down by Chara. You heard the roar of the crowd.
Chara's not playing against Fleury in this game. All those games of Chara Fleury.
Along the boards, Ulonen. Ulonen played for Team Finland in the Olympics. Richter puts it in the corner. Ulonen again tried to get it to Brunet. It's kept in by Chara. And And then there's Fleury against Chara.
Oh, yeah. Chara, though, needs a line change. Now he goes off the ice.
Fleury pulled down McCall, and that was let go. McCarthy against Brunet.
Brunet's a smart player, Sam, but he can't stay healthy.
Decision moving and shooting high off the glass. And a whistle and a penalty is upcoming.
So holding the
stick
penalty.
call.
It could be, I don't know who it is. I see two players on the far side of the ice now getting up.
Lalim had started to go to the bench, and it looks like it's against
Pody?
the Rangers, and it is. No, Rem Murray.
It's Rem Murray. I apologize. Now, there's the battle on the boards. Pody, or pardon me, Rem Murray. Oh, there he is. He's got a stick of the. Look, that's not the penalty there. No. It's Rem Murray. And this is Barnaby again making another play. Now Lindros is driving to the net. Bore tries to put the puck up over the blade and just missed, feeding Lindros driving to the net. So Ottawa gets the power play with 2:06 to go in the period. Fleury pulled McCult down there. But it is Rem Murray in the box. It was holding the stick, and I think he was holding Ulonen's stick. He's in the box.
Watch out for Ottawa on the power play. They've scored power play goals in 3 straight and in 6 of their last 7. They're 7 for their last 21 on the power play.
That's because of Alfredsson playing the point, who just took a stick off his visor from Johansson.
Bonk to Alfredsson. It's out of the zone. Alfredsson and Redden play the points. Up front, it's Bonk, Hossa, and McEachran. Rangers on the penalty kill over the last 12 games have been at 85%, so that's a distinct improvement. A steal by Samuelsson. Moves in and shoots. Save Lalim. And he covers up.
And forces the faceoff, does Samuelsson. So Alfredsson, for the first 30 seconds of this power play, has a little trouble. Alfredsson's changed the curvature of the blade of a stick. And he says that's one reason why he's shooting the puck a ton better. And he's playing the point in the power play. Good job by Samuelsson for the first 30 seconds. Here's the penalty. 17 blue is Rem Murray. That's Ulonen trying to get to the net. And he grabbed the stick long enough to be called as the shot was taken from the blue line towards the Rangers' goal. So Murray takes his first penalty as a Ranger. And it's 1:36 to go in the period, Sam. 1:30 on Murray's minor.
Shots are even at 6. Rangers are leading 2-1. Lindros and Bure come on with Malikov and Leach. Ottawa comes away with it. Zdeno Chara's come on. And Chara's playing up front with Phillips and Salo at the point.
Well, that's another reason why the power plays helped.
Big man standing in front of Mike Richter. Shot by Salo, missed the net. Todd White, Magnus Arvidsson, and Zdeno Chara. Lindros couldn't get it out of the zone. Arvidsson. White gets it back to Phillips. Now White, Arvidsson, and Chara in front of Richter. How can he see anything? He makes it save, and then Arvidsson just missed. He may have glanced it off the post. 1 minute to go in the period. Rangers get it out of the zone.
Maybe Richter can look through the legs of Chara to find where the puck is.
And then two men got in front of him.
With skates on, he's 6'16".
Leach. Arvidsson knocked it away to White. Malikov after Arvidsson. Arvidsson up the board. Shot by Salo. Blocked by Lindros. He clears.
Salo has a big hard shot, too. Big hard shot. Half a minute to go in the period. See last night, Sam, Dallas, St. Louis? St. Louis Dallas put Hatcher, Darian Hatcher in front of the net, and he went against Pronger. And what a battle. That was a penalty.
Rangers will be 2 men short. Johansson took a bad penalty. With 10 seconds to go in the penalty to Rem Murray, 16.5 seconds remaining in the period. Rangers shorthanded by 2 men for 10 seconds.
Here's the shot, and there's the 2 men in front. And Arvidsson, I thought, had the tying goal, but he hooked the puck and missed the open side. Down low, as you see, Phillips put the puck down low. The Rangers were outnumbered for a second. Now it's 2-on-2, but Arvidsson got to the loose puck and couldn't hit the open side. In behind goes Johansson. As soon as he went behind the net, he was in trouble because Alfredsson was ahead of him, and he pulled him down. So you got a hold the stick penalty and now a hooking penalty against the Rangers. Only 10 seconds to go with the 5-on-3. Lindros has to shoot the puck forward here. That's what I would do. He's so tight to the blue line. Just shove it forward with only 10 seconds to go on the 2-man advantage.
Lindros against Bonk. Lindros, Leach, and Karpa on the puck out of the zone. Redden taken out by Karpa. Lindros and Bonk go for the puck. McEachran moves in. Out of the box comes Ren Murray. It's a 5-on-4, and the puck was cleared all the way down. The period is about to come to an end.
And that almost went to Murray coming out of the box. That would have been a breakaway with 5 seconds to go in the period. So Ottawa will start the second on the power play with a 1:43 remaining. Minute 43 to Andreas Johansson. Rangers lead on the road after 1 period, and Bore's been everywhere.
And Ottawa did not get a shot on goal on that first power play effort. Rangers on goals by Eric Lindros and Pavel Bore lead it 2-1. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by MetLife. Have you MetLife today? And by Clarinex. Talk to your doctor for more information or visit clarinex.com. Sam, JD, and the MSG crew here in Ottawa. Rangers have a 2-1 lead on the Ottawa Senators. As we are moments away from the start of the second period, that gentleman is not looking at us.
He's looking for you. Yes, he is.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
All right.
You paid that parking ticket last time you were here.
He's looking for the trivia quiz question brought to you by Gulf Oil. This is the 10th anniversary of the Senators' inaugural season. Named their first picks in the 1992 entry and expansion drafts, worth 2 big points. So their first pick in the entry draft, first pick in the expansion draft.
Well, one's real easy, Sam. There's 2 different people, obviously. One's real easy.
Real easy, huh?
Sure.
No. Listen, don't give me any more hints. The other night you gave me Lanny McDonald, and it took me off the board. Okay. I can't believe it. No more hints?
You ever go fishing, folks, and catch a rosin? Still got the fish hook in your. There it is. It's still in the.
I can't believe this guy. He gives me wrong hints to lead me to the wrong way on trivia.
Sam, the first draft choice was a big draft choice that John Ferguson loved.
Right.
And the first expansion pick had to be a goaltender.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
For some
Does that make
reason,
sense,
I'm
folks?
thinking that the first pick
See,
of
when
the,
Sam starts thinking
of the expansion was a centerman.
Oh,
Was it?
Going fishing again. I've got a rosin.
We'll see.
Oh, baby. Power play for the Ottawa Senators to begin this second period. Andreas Johansson still in the penalty box for another minute 43 seconds or less.
Went in for hooking at 1943. Second power play for Ottawa. They were credited with 2 shots on goal.
Only 2
on
by
the first one.
The Ottawa Senators only had 2 shots on goal. Make that 4 shots on goal by forwards. Ulonen had 2. Arvidsson had 1. And Radek Bonk had 1. So only 4 on home ice by forwards of the 8 that Ottawa took.
Bonk, McEachran, Hossa, Redden, and Alfredson for the power play. Lindros and Bure with Leach and Malakoff, the penalty killers. Rangers leading 2-1 as we start the second. Alfredson slides it ahead for Radek Bonk. Bonk pulls up, swings it around the board for Hossa. Back to Bonk. Alfredson. And Bonk takes the shot. Missed the net. Off the boards. Wade Redden gets there to keep it in. Here's Alfredson. Down low for Hossa. Missed the deflection try.
That was a good play by Malakoff, who chipped the puck away from him.
Redden a good job to keep the puck in the zone. McEachran back to Redden. Sets up Hossa. Saved by Richter. Big shot and a good save. Bonk for Hossa. Hossa plays it back to Redden. Across to Alfredson. Got blocked by Lindros. Alfredson moves in again. Lindros after him. Bonk to Redden. Back to Bonk. Alfredson.
See that switch by Lindros and Bore?
Redden winds up. Deflected by Lindros as he's blocked 3 shots.
3, that's right.
In the game.
2 here on this penalty kill, 1 in the first period on Salo, who's a hard-shooting defenseman. And on this play here, Bore and Lindros changed sides, and Lindros directed the traffic with his stick. And you see the tap on his shoulder saying, good job, man. That was a good job. You'll see the Rangers on the penalty kill. Now, Bore's here. Watch Lindros' stick. Watch him reach up with his stick and say, get over there, get over there. So Bore does. Lindros now is on our left side. Another look at it. Lindros, there's the point. Now he's over on the proper side where he wants to be. Bore's taking care of business. Down low, no pass to Hossa. So back up high, and he blocked the shot from the point. That is really good penalty killing.
33 seconds to go in the Ottawa power play. Todd White against Samuelson. White wins it back to Phillips. Phillips plays it down low, redirected wide by Todd White. White on with McCalt and Arvidsson. Phillips and Salo. The puck cleared all the way down. Rangers have Samuelson and Murray with Lefebvre and Pody. Fired in by Salo. Bad Karam off the corner boards for Pody. Oh, a hit from behind by Lefebvre and nothing called on the play.
Maybe an injury.
Todd White gets up slowly, nothing called. Rangers are back at full strength. Pody slides it out to Samuelson. Ottawa 0 for 2 on the power play.
Sam White's real slow getting to the bench. He got slammed into the boards with a, from a shove from behind by Lefebvre.
Puck bounces wide of Mike Richter. Berard there to play it. Round for Karpa. Rochek puts it in the Ottawa zone. Wyshynski after it. 90 able to move it. Here come the Senators. Alfredson is tapped away by Groshek. And Nedved with a lead for Berard. Kicks it in with his skate. 2.5 minutes gone by in the second. Rangers with a 2-1 lead. Juha Jalonen sends it in. Lister goes out to stop it. Fires it around. Jalonen. Alfredson behind the net. Looking, tries to man. Written shot blocked by Berard. Nedved brings it out. Wyshynski dumps it in the Ottawa zone. Rangers change. Fired out for Redden from Chara, then sent back. And here's a chance for Bure. Bure against Chara. Puck around to Lindros. Looks. Finds Barnaby behind the net. Checked by Redden. Chara's on Bure. Leach keeps it in. Bure trying to take it away. He does. Good play. Try to get it to Leach. Leach has it. Wrister deflected wide of the net. Lindros to Barnaby. Back for Lindros. Gets a shot off. Lalim stopped it. Rebound by Bure and a save by Lalim.
And Bure had a couple of chances, tried to chip the puck by the goaltender or bank it off of him. And Eric Lindros is really having a solid game, Sam. He really, this three-man combination up front of Barnaby, Lindros, and Bure have really worked. Bure got away from Chara because of speed. Bure's not happy because he didn't score here, and he had a chance. There's the puck to Lindros. Now here's the rebound. Look at Bure. 1, 2, and he's looking for it a third time, but the goaltender has it in his glove. Lindros powers to the net. See Bure coming in front. He'll score a lot of goals from behind that goal line. See that? Now here's that hit we were talking about. Ooh, that was from behind. That's very, very fortunate for Lefebvre. They didn't get 2 minutes there.
Fleury stopped the puck, played it toward the front, stopped by Lalim. And here's Salo. Good job by Leach, stepping into Hossa.
And the Rangers defense now standing up a lot more because they trust the forwards.
Bonk's pass intended for Hossa goes all the way back. Malakoff and McEachran go for it. They tie each other up. Fleury moves in. Malakoff staying with McEachran. Hossa with Leach on him.
Both defense in the corner for the Rangers. They have to win the battle.
There's Bonk taking over, gets it to Phillips, and it's blocked, sliding across McCarthy, who's without a stick. Made a good play. Fleury sends it down the ice, and it's on goal. Lalim one-hands it out. Blocked by Malakoff, forces an offside. 4:28 gone by, second period. Rangers leading 2-1. Wednesday night, the Rangers host the Philadelphia Flyers. That's an 8 p.m. start at Madison Square Garden. And all fans in attendance receive an official Rangers keychain, compliments of BMW. That's Rangers and Flyers on BMW Rangers keychain night, Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 6:30.
Now remember, that's an 8 o'clock start for the Philadelphia Flyers coming to town. It'll be interesting to see how the Flyers retool with Adam Oates in the lineup. Primo and Roenick, two key centermen for them, down with injuries. I think right away, Sam, that power play for Washington will be a whole lot better.
For Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia power play. I apologize.
Oatsmead,
Washington Barclay might not be as good.
That's right. Toronto is leading Washington 1-0. Anaheim is leading Philadelphia 1-0. Got blocked. Islanders with a 1-0 lead on Vancouver.
Vancouver 5-0 on their road trip, trying to make it a complete 6 for 6 on the road. Can you imagine? Oh, they have climbed back into the playoff race because of a road trip.
All of these games, Brian, have such importance, both in the East and the West. Puck to Flecker, cross, McCall missed the net. Might have been a rolling puck. It was high and off the glass.
It was a rolling puck, and he tried to shoot it up top, and he went through the uprights with the wrong sport.
Lalime gets it to Redden. Rangers with a 2-1 lead as Redden dumps it in. Parfait takes it, knocked away. Good play by Brunet. Brunet is trying to put it in front. Nice play by Nedved. Good defensive play by Peter Nedved. Chara steps up on Ruchinski. And the puck taken back by Martin Ruchinski. There's Groshek. Lalime looks around, goes out to play it. McCall with Ruchinski on him. Here's Chara to Redden. And Brunet, who went from Montreal to Dallas and on to Ottawa this season.
There's only 3 different players that have played for 3 teams for this season. And 2 of them are in this game. Right. Ruchinski and Brunet.
There's Barnaby playing it out of the zone. Groshek going for it. It's onside. Groshek cuts in. Save by Lalime. And brought the other way by Hossa. Hossa with McEachran. McEachran for Hossa. Scores! Richter got a piece of that one too. But it trickled by him. And for the second time, Ottawa has tied it.
Sam, I can't tell you how close it was to 3-1 Rangers. Groshek cuts in. He's got a hole through the legs. But Lalime found a way with his left foot to stop the puck. And Hossa is now on the puck. And he'll score the tire. Right through. Now he goes to the net. McEachran feeds him a little redirection off the right arm of Richter. And then it may have hit something else. I'm not sure. Let's watch. Hossa goes to the net. Here's the pass. It hits Richter's right arm. And somehow, just with momentum, I guess, went over the goal line. So Lalime makes a big save on Groshek, or it was 3-1 Rangers. And then Hossa comes back with the 2-on-1 on one side of the ice. We're tied at 2.
Ottawa Senators can score goals. They have 5 players with 20 goals or more. One of 2 teams in the league who have 5 20-goal scores. The other are the Boston Bruins. Marian Hossa gets his 26th. And for the second time, Ottawa has come back to tie. Leach knocked down, brought in by Jody Hull. Hull's got an open man, Brunet, but he couldn't get it to him. Good play by Bure on the back check. Hull in the corner against Lindros. Now it's Brunet, checked by Leach. Malakoff takes over. All the way down it goes. This will be an icing. Barnaby hooked down Chara. Nothing called on the play. Icing is whistled against the Rangers. I want to tell you that Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference. 12:43 to go, second period. Ottawa has tied it on the goal by Hossa at 6:36. McEachran assisting Hossa's 26th of the season. Sent in deep by Arvidsson to Todd White. The fave on him. Goes across, and Ren Murray gets to it.
Murray won the faceoff from White. Remember, White won a draw earlier in the game that led to the first Ottawa goal.
White knocked the puck down. The fave bangs it off the boards.
The Ottawa team sits back and just picks off the passes, knocks the puck out of midair. Ooh, big hit there.
Big question about the Ottawa Senators comes playoff time. Arvidsson, saved by Richter, and he covers up.
Yeah, the big question is, will these guys be able to score? Knighty there skated in and chopped at Richter's hand, and he skates directly over to the bench with McCarthy chasing him. McCarthy having a few words. Knighty didn't have to do that. Richter was clearly on the puck. Big hit by McCarthy on Knighty. You'll see him move in here, and wham! That was a big, hard hit. Now, as the Senators moved up the ice, Knighty came up late. Watch Richter make the save. 90, that man that McCarthy hit comes in here and chops at the hands of Richter. And that drew a little attention. We haven't seen a scrum after a whistle in this game. We've seen both teams try to play a smart game as you look at one of the rugged defensemen. And he is a big rugged defenseman, Shane 90.
A little over 8 minutes gone by in the second period.
Ottawa here. Bonk against Nedved. Bonk had played Lindros early in the game.
Bonk wins it. Shot by Salo is blocked. Nedved moves it to the boards, and Bonk is there to play it. Bonk around the net. Turns for a shot and went off of Nedved. Gerard trying to clear, was kept in by Salo. Good job by the Senators. That played off the side of the net. McEachran puts it in front and strikes wide. Bonk's got it. McEachran behind the net against Gerard. Rangers' failure to clear almost cost them. Salo gets back to the puck, then give it up to Gerard. Samuelson stick handle at the line, and an offside is whistled as Nedved went in ahead of the play.
Sam, we're nearing the midpoint of this game. Ottawa's had 12 shots. The Rangers have had 11. So it's not one of these up and down flying wild shooting games. This is the puck put in front, and McEachran lost control. Bonk moves the puck. Actually, it was McEachran to Hossa. Hossa lost control of the puck. McEachran with a good pass. And Hossa does have a goal in the game, the tying goal to tie it up at 2. Sean McEachran's had a tough year scoring wise, huh? 13 goals. And they say now, though, he's really starting to get his legs going. His game is speed. I think Alexei Yashin, the Islanders, misses him. They were together for years. And Yashin is a great playmaker, passer, not a quick skater. But McEachran complimented Yashin with that fabulous speed.
There had been talk that he might be moved and possibly to the Islanders to rejoin Yashin. That did not happen. Puck kept in by Chara. Leach fires it out. Redden goes back to get it. No icing. Lim one hands it around. Chara. Good job by Leach to block it. Then it's brought back out. A nice recovery by Barnaby as Leach was trapped in the offensive zone.
Well, seeing Barnaby concentrate on playing the game instead of all the antics, he can play. He's a smart player.
Leach played it off the boards, but not out. Kept in by Benoit Brunet. Brunet against Barnaby. Centers in front. Chance for Jody Hull. Went wide. Barnaby able to clear the zone.
Ottawa's picked up their checking game a bit. After they tied it at 2, their checking game, and they're waiting for turnovers. And their style of game is starting to, they're starting to, but they're forcing the game with that style.
Malakoff around to Leach. Now Lyashenko on this shift is with Ruchinski and Groshek. The last shift, Nedved was with Samuelson and Johansson.
And Peter had a rough shift.
It'll be interesting if that continues. Leach moves in with a shot wide. Round to Groshek. Good hit by Ruchinski, who was on Shane 90. The puck up the boards and cleared out, but covered by Tom Pody.
Nedved's still on the bench. So they've made a change here. Nedved lost the draw and then had a rough shift in his own zone. So they've made a change here.
He stayed on with Johansson and Samuelson that last one. Then the Lindros line came on. Around the net, Lyashenko, shot by Ruchinski, was blocked by Shane 90. Ruchinski on 90. 90 moves it. Dahlman tries to clear, blocked by Lefebvre. Rangers working along the boards here. Good shift. Groshek played it in front. McCall brings it out for Ottawa. 9:10 to go in the second. Tied at 2. Rangers have led it twice in the game, and Ottawa's come back to tie. Red Murray leading Sandy McCarthy. Towards by Salo, blocked by McCarthy. Lurie has moved in. Murray moves it down the boards. McCarthy against Phillips. McCarthy around the net. It was knocked away. Good play by Todd White. Alfredson tried to clear. Stopped by Karpa. Deep to Fleury. Fleury tried to put it in front. Salo with the intercept. Too far. Pass intended for Arvidsson. This is an icing on Ottawa. 8:30 to go in the second. 2-2 the score. We'll step out for a moment. Is Peter Nedved in the Chateau Bow Wow?
Well, you see the man to our right, his left is Samuelson, 37. So the Rangers have flip-flop Lyashenko and Nedved the two centermen playing with different wingers from when they started the games, and the Rangers keeping their top two lines together.
Shot by Bure goes wide off a good face-off win by Lindros. Kept in by Berard. Toward the net, knocked down. Chara lifts it out. Racing for it is Hossa. Karpa back. Hossa cuts in. Karpa stays with him.
Great switch. Karpa made a great play moving across.
Bure tried to bat it out. It was kept in. Linesman ruled it kept in by Wade Redden. Hossa in the corner centers, and a good play in front again. Shot by Chara, saved by Richter. He's got the puck.
Right, Wade Redden did the job. Redden, you called it 3 or 4 times. His ability to keep the puck in at the blue line is really something. He kept it in right on the line this time and made a play earlier when Berard got caught up ice. Karpa, this is Berard in here. Karpa has to come across. He does a great job. Berard now picks up Bonk coming at him, and Lindros back checks with McEachran, and nothing came of the play. But when the puck was moved up to the blue line, what a job by Redden to keep it in right on the line, right there. And then things happened around Mike Richter, and eventually he held on from the point shot as he smothered the rebound, did Mike Richter, to cause this face-off that's upcoming. And Sam Nedved's out there again.
With Johansson and Samuelsson.
Right.
Nedved against Yolonen. 2-2 the score. 8 minutes to go, second period. Rangers have not had a power play
in the game, yeah.
Ottawa's had 2. Which the Rangers pulled off. Knighty bangs it off the boards. Nedved recovers the puck. Leach pass deflected. Nedved's got it. Chipped away from Samuelsson. Stopped at the line. Boy, Ottawa so tough to maneuver against.
And to carry the puck through the neutral zone, it's hard against them, isn't it?
Johansson gets in the zone. Shot blocked by Shane Knighty, and then played into the Rangers bench.
See what Nedved did there, Sam? McCall's just getting up off the ice. Nedved nailed him. So does that say that he's getting his adrenaline flow going here? He's trying to tell the coaches he's ready to roll?
Hope so.
We'll see.
For the Rangers' sake.
He's had trouble scoring, folks, at even strength in particular. Actually, he did have a goal the other day, but Grosek was given credit for it. I think it was a Nedved goal. So, but at even strength, Nedved, if he gets his scoring going, it sure would help the Rangers down the stretch.
Columbus leading Detroit 1-0 in the second period. Florida leading Carolina 2-1 in the first period. Islanders on a goal by Brad Isbister leading Vancouver 1-0 first period. Anaheim leading Philadelphia 1-0 in the first. And Toronto with a 2-0 lead on Washington first period. Reichel and Roberts have scored for Toronto. And Washington starting play tonight 1 point behind the New York Rangers and Buffalo Sabres. Rem Murray plays it off the boards. Phillips puts it in the Ranger zone. Right here 2-2 Rangers and Senators. Cody cross for McCarthy. Rangers goals by Eric Lindros and Pavel Bure. Ren Murray winds it around to Fleury. Arvidsson ties up Fleury. Murray's against Salo. Here's Fleury trying to work his way in front. In deep, Cody played it off the side of the net, and it's cleared out.
McCarthy covered up for Cody when he was in deep.
Salo's got the puck. And now Chris Phillips. Cody knocked it down. Cody lifts it out of the zone. Redden go off his glove. Lalime steers to Chara. Now Redden. Pressured by Grosek. Schenko, Grosek, and Ruchinski the line for the Rangers. Boy, you have to be so patient to play these Ottawa Senators. Redden. I mentioned the playoffs have been the bugaboo for the Senators. Here's a chance in front by Schenko, saved by Lalime.
Yeah, the Senators goal scorers don't score when it comes to the playoffs.
They haven't gotten past the first round the last 3 years.
Well, you look at their scoring from all their better players when it comes to playoffs, Sam. It's just Alfredson, 1 goal in 14 playoff games. Bonk, their #1 center, none in 24 career playoff games.
Here's Lindros trying to break through. He's double teamed by Phillips and Salo. Barnaby in the corner. Salo blocked by Bure. Bure slides it in the crease. It was blocked by Lalime. Bure to Lindros. And it's knocked away. And played by Phillips up ahead for McEachran. Hossa against Leach. Leach with a good play. Osa fell down, taken out by Barnaby. Leach carries the puck. Drop to Bure. He shoots high and off the glass. Lindros winds it. Taken away by Decision and cleared out. Brought across by McCall.
Rangers game the last 5-6 minutes here has gotten much better again. Remember Ottawa put the pressure on all that.
Giveaway. McCall put it in front. It was blocked by Malakoff. Then McCall shot wide. Johansson races down. Yolonen checks him. Centered. And Nedved couldn't get a clean shot off. McCall was all over.
This Ottawa team clutches, grabs, and holds, but just lets go at the last second before it's a penalty. It's amazing. Hard to find time and space against this Ottawa club, but all of a sudden, here comes the puck. Lyashenko on the backhand, and Lalim was out there to make an easy save on the play. This is Bure. He jumps in, knocks the puck down, tries to wrap around, and Lalim was there again.
Back to the live action. Arvidsson with a shot wide. Around the boards. Nedved with a hit on Todd White. Pody swings it around to Lefebvre. And out of the zone it goes. Alfredson recovers. Arvidsson pressured. Lefebvre turned it over. And a penalty call. Good effort by Johansson. Drew the penalty. A tripping call on Shane Knighty. Rangers get their first power play of the game.
Well, watching this game, Ottawa, when they get pressured, they hook, hold, and there's a can opener, they call it, Sam. Stick through the legs and then a twisting motion. And down goes Johansson, and the call made. And finally, the Rangers have a power play. This team, they're smart. They're hard to play against. They clutch, grab, hold, slow down, water ski. And you almost think, okay, that's a penalty, and then they let go. So it's kind of like a smart team that gets away with a ton of interference when they don't have the puck.
Tripping is the call. Johansson and Bure talk things over. It'll be Lindros, Fleury, and Johansson up front. Bure will play the point with Brian Leach. Bure at the right point. Now Bure sets up at the top of the circle.
The Rangers power play has struggled in recent games.
2 for 33 over the last 8 games. Yolonen against Johansson. Johansson won it, but a steal by Brunet, and it clears. The bouncer is blocked by Richter. Brunet and Yolonen with Decision and Salo, the penalty killers. Ottawa's penalty killing has been sensational. Given up only 1 power play goal in the last 6 games and only 3 over the last 13. Racing back is Lindros, fights off Yolonen. It's taken back by Yolonen.
Very aggressive, huh? This penalty kill. They go right at you.
First power play of the game for the Rangers. Game tied at 2 with 3:10 to go in the second. Lindros tried to drop it back to Bure. Chips it in deep for Johansson. He was hit there by Herberger. Bure trying to keep it in, but it's cleared out by Wade Redden. Bure's got it back. Bure through Nedved to Fleury, puts it in front. Redden is there to break it up. Bure comes down, and it's cleared out. Good play by Chris Herberger. And Jody Hull is on against Theo Fleury. Taken back by Bure. Nedved is on for the Rangers. With Ruchinski. Redden tied up by Nedved. Allowed Ruchinski to play it back to Bure, down the boards. Nedved, Fleury banging in front with Chara. There's that matchup you love, John. Chara plays it off the glass, touched the Fleury, and he was checked by Redden and couldn't get a clean shot.
Smart, quick play by Redden, who's an underrated defenseman. He's the #1 guy here in Ottawa. But to me, I don't, he doesn't get a ton of respect. I think he's just a solid 25-minute guy night after night after night. Theo Fleury gets to the front. He's got Chara there. He actually shoves away at Chara. And you'll see him give him a shove once he gets in behind him right in here. Shoves him away a little bit. And then there's the scoring chance. See the reaching good play by Redden. Forcing this face-off. 22 seconds to go on the minor to Ottawa.
Groshek has come on with Nedved and Ruchinski, Malakoff and Pody. 2:10 to go in the second, tied at 2.
The Rangers reunite Nedved with his regular forward mates on the power play.
They won the face-off. Malakoff was able to keep it in. Ruchinski along the boards, tied up with Brunet. Grosek out to Cody. Winds and shoots wide. Around the boards, Nedved. Holding. Now Ruchinski. Cody cutting in. He scores! Tom Cody! It's a power play goal! And the Rangers lead for the third time in the game. It's 3-2.
Well, how'd that look, big boy?
Pretty good.
Yeah, Pody moved in twice. The first time he missed the net, but the Rangers recovered. Only 2 seconds to go on this penalty. And wow. And finally, you'll see the play set up across the top of the crease. Ruchinski, and there's Pody. And I think he banked the puck in off Lalime as Lalime struggled. Well, actually made a pretty good play to get across. Here's the pass. Here's a quick shot off of Lalime's right arm and in. So Pody gets his first as a Ranger. It's on the power play. And for the third time in this game, the Rangers lead.
Well, as we told you earlier, Tom Pody had only one goal this season, and that came back in November. He had gone 43 games without a goal. That is a big one for the Rangers, and it gives them the lead again late in the second period. And that's, so far, the new Rangers are chipping in very nicely.
Ruchinski made a great pass. Beautiful pass across.
Redden back for the puck. 3 times the Rangers have taken the lead. McEachran, Malakoff there. Big shot and a save by Richter. Redden knocked it down, but was forced out of the zone by Lindros. Lalime with the outlet. Bonk had trouble with it. Barnaby working the boards. It's out of the zone, and Malakoff has it back. Cody gets his second of the season. First is the Ranger from Ruchinski and Nedved at 18-11. A power play goal. 1 minute to go, second period. Offside, 2-line pass whistle. Against Ottawa.
The move also works by Ron Lowe, putting Nedved back with his regular line mates. He's much more offensive than Lyashenko is. So Nedved gets an assist on the play, and of course Ruchinski with a great pass across. Sean McEachran let one rip here, didn't he? That Mike Richter had to use his catching glove to knock down. Right in here. And then you can see that Leach got back to knock the puck away from the front of the net. Under a minute to go here in the second. 3-2 Rangers.
Cody, who skated well from the outset and has looked confident out there.
He makes a pass, Sam, when he can. If not, he flips the puck off the glass or high in the air. Doesn't make those mistakes.
McCarthy put it in front. It comes through to Lefebvre. In deep. Fleury with a hit on Knighty and working to win the puck. And Knighty takes him out, and they wrestle each other down. Meanwhile, Daniel Alfredson brings the puck out. Red Murray blocks the pass. Lefebvre looks around. Todd White on him. Around to Tom Pody. He's got room to play. Out to McCarthy. Deep, Shane Knighty. And there goes Fleury hitting him. They've got a battle going.
Persistent piece of work, didn't he? In this one with Knighty. Talking about Theo Fleury.
Final seconds of the period. And half a second remaining as the puck was put up into the crowd.
So this will set up the Rangers, who have been pretty good through 2 periods, Sam, for a possibility of a win on the road as Theo Fleury and Shane Knighty continue to battle a little bit.
They crossed paths and said goodbye to one another.
Fleury's line mates were changing, and Theo saw him. He knew he had to go get the puck, so he went in hard at him. And Knighty there can't get loose because Theo made sure he had his stick. Referee's right there having a few words to make sure they separate peacefully. End of the period. Shots are only 14-13 overall through 2 periods. Rangers lead.
They led 2-1 end of 1. Ottawa came back and tied it for a second time 2-2, and then the Rangers cash in on their only power play of the game. And the power play goal by Tom Pody has given the Rangers a 3-2 lead end of 2. One of the new Rangers, Rem Murray, joins us right after these messages. Welcome back to Ottawa. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealer. Get the feeling, Toyota. By Delta. Everyone has a reason to see somebody person to person. That's the reason Delta flies. And by your local Chrysler dealer. Rangers with a 3-2 lead before the teams come out. They're just coming out now.
What time is
it? It's trivia time.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
good.
right.
I like this question.
All right. There we go. The music playing. The fanfare. The Guilfoyle question is, this is the 10th anniversary of the Senators' inaugural season. Name their first picks in the 1992 entry and expansion drafts. Okay.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Alexei Yashin.
Yes.
And the goalie.
I agree. I say Mel Bridgman.
The goalie, Peter Sidorkovich.
Peters.
I'm telling you, it was. You watch. Yeah. It's always a goalie, schmooze.
I thought it was Greg.
It's always a goalie.
You can't win. One day he leads me the wrong way. Next day he gets the right one. Peters.
Look at this, an old goalie, Greg Millen, comes in here.
He was going to pick Greg Millen. Oh, man. So you didn't like, I wouldn't have guessed Peter Sidorkovich anyway.
It's a goalie. It's always a goalie with expansion drafts. Ronnie Lowe was a goalie.
That's right.
So Rangers up by a goal going into the third period. How big is this for them when you think of the standings?
All right, Boston and Buffalo, no score in the second period. Islanders 2, Vancouver 1 in the second. Toronto 2, Washington nothing in the second. New Jersey 2, Nashville nothing in the second.
New Jersey made a good trade at the deadline.
They played well last night.
Made a good trade, Sam, at the deadline.
Good win in Chicago, trying to make it back-to-back.
Did Van Beesmer play last night?
Yes, he did.
Tonight, I'm sure Brodeur is playing back-to-back games. The Rangers, with their plans going into tonight's action, Mike Richter playing, and they plan to play him tomorrow night, depending on how this one goes, of course. And the Lindros line, Eric Lindros +2 in this game. Your best players have to be your best players, and Lindros and Boré and Barnaby as a line have been really strong. The power play has given them the 1-goal lead. Tom Poti getting his first ever Ranger goal.
He's looked very comfortable out there for the Rangers.
Really has. And right now his little delay is they're waiting for some of the sweaty spots on the ice to become, instead of waterish, ice-ish.
Don't forget,
there's a lot of that outside around here.
There's a lot of that. Slipping and sliding. Tomorrow night, Rangers and Atlanta Thrashers at the Garden. We'll have that for you.
Rookie of the year will be in the lineup. Oh, did you see Lindros take care of Ulonen there when the puck was down? Oh, baby.
Danny Hitley for the Atlanta Thrashers.
Where's he from?
Calgary.
Oh, I just thought
What's the temperature in Calgary?
It's about 20 degrees below zero. Long winter. Well, Lindros just got knocked down by Chara.
Payback?
I think so.
This is Jody Hull. Firing in front, went off the skate. Knocked away by Richter. Chip clear by Barnaby. Here's Boré. Chara trying to get over. Boré waits. Barnaby goes deep. Feed to Lindros. Now to Barnaby. Back for Lindros. Just missed. Brought out by Ulonen. Rangers with a 3-2 lead on the Ottawa Senators. Off around the boards. Fleury plays it off the glass and out. Phillips met by Fleury. All the way down. This will be an icing. Rangers touch up. Minute 5 gone by in the third.
Ottawa has changed their lines up a bit here, Sam. I see Arvidsson now on the ice with Bonk and Hossa. So I think Jacques Martin and his club down by a goal. They're used to leading after 2 periods. They're down by 1 here. Watch this. Puck's dropped. Lindros just overpowers with a puck at the feet of Ulonen. He just went after him. And then here's Chara as Lindros moves across. Chara got his big arms up, and Lindros went down. But it just appears to me that Lindros is playing a much more confident game. Chara's stick gets caught up in the glass here, too. And he's got to look back and pull it out. Fleury on the draw.
Face-off win. Play deep. Rangers have Rem Murray with Sandy McCarthy and Theo Fleury. Conlo's feeling was that Rem Murray played a lot with George Laraque in Edmonton. Big, strong winger. And Sandy McCarthy, very similar. He handles the puck a lot better than Laraque. And the reason he put Murray with McCarthy put in front by Hossa. And the puck out of the zone.
I think Laraque's probably the #1 heavyweight in the game, and he is a big guy.
One went way up in the air, gloved nicely by Mike Richter. Cody carries. Hansen sends it in.
They flip-flop the left wingers as Ottawa. They change their line combos around.
Edved still with Samuelson and Johansson. Shane Nagy plays it in. Papa looks around. couldn't clear. Papa knocks that down and clears the zone. And this will be an icing as Lecision touches up. 2:16 gone by in the third. Rangers leading 3-2. Saturday night on MSG Network. Don't miss the action as the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars kick off the 2002 season against the New England Revolution. Tune in at 7 p.m. for Metro Stars game night. Then it's 7:30, the Metro Stars and the Revolution.
Even though the Senators have changed their lines up, Sam, and they trail by a goal, they're still going with 4 lines here. 4 lines. McCullough has been dropped down a notch to the 4th line. He's number 17 on the right side. And they moved Jody Hull up a notch. So we'll see how that goes. And the Rangers made that 1-line change in the second period, flipping Lyashenko and Nedved at even strength.
Nedved wins from Herberger. Harper's tied up in the corner. Herberger. McCullough sends it to Dahlman. Dahlman, number 10. Scarpa against Herberger. Dahlman trying to get out in front, denied by Berard. Scarpa with a good hit, knocked Herberger down. Samuelson. Johansson goes to the right side. Nedved fires in front, deflected. Johansson's got it. Salo got a piece of that pass, and Johansson was driving to the net. Phillips got knocked down, but Johansson's pass is out of the zone. Fans reacted. They wanted a penalty on the Rangers. And Chris Phillips got knocked down. Leach play the puck. Stopped at the line. And back to get it is Malakoff with Brunet after him. Fired around the glass. Ruchinski had to go to Lyashenko. Back to Ruchinski. Moving on Chara, backhander, save Lalime. As Groshek went to the net. Chara takes out Ruchinski. Brunet goes back, and Redden carries out. Hull dumps it in and chases. Hull was hit by Malakoff. Puck up the boards for Chara. Behind the net, Ruchinski's holding. Yolonen, you think so? Or?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's been a lot of
holding.
Oh, yeah. But there's been so much holding in this game of both teams, Sam. It's not only the Rangers, it's Ottawa, maybe more so. A ton of it in this game.
With Malakoff around for Groshek. Redden stepped up but couldn't keep it in the zone. And Lyashenko sends it in. 4:20 gone by, third period. Rangers leading 3-2. Rangers have led 3 times in the game. Ottawa's come back to tie twice. One was tipped wide by Hossa, played by Bond. Past Hossa. Lindros was staying right on him, and Tom Pody lets it clear. Barnaby. In the Ottawa zone, they didn't get it deep.
No, you want to get the puck deep now with a 1-goal lead. If Ottawa scores, you make them come all the way up the ice to do it.
Sammy Salo, wrist shot, blocked away by Richter, played by Arvidsson. Barnaby got it out of the zone. Interesting, Bure with that speed jumped at Chris Phillips and forced him to get rid of the puck quickly, and it forced a turnover.
Speed intimidates, doesn't it?
Really does.
If you use it in a smart fashion and work with it.
Fleury forced a turnover. Murray feeds Karpa. The lead got it. Rebound, score! Sandy McCarthy. Rangers lead 4-2. Theo Fleury forced a turnover. Rangers turn it into a goal.
Smart game played by the Rangers, especially defensively. And the offense has been there. They now have 4 to Ottawa's 2. There's the play in deep. Rem Murray with 2 guys. Fleury there works another player. Now you'll see Murray drop the puck. McCarthy in front out of midair. Puck was about 6 inches off the ice, and McCarthy, good hand-eye coordination. How about this? All forward, Sam. Murray, Fleury, and McCarthy. Here comes a shot from the blue line. Bang. There it is, 4-2 Rangers. McCarthy got in front. He looked for the puck. Bumped his goaltender. That took Lalime out of the play. I didn't really see that at first, but I certainly saw it on that replay. And McCarthy gets the Rangers' 4th goal, his 9th of the season.
First 2-goal lead of the game. Shot from the point by Knight. Blocked. Alfredson shoots it behind the net. Sandy McCarthy continues his strong play. Rem Murray gets an assist. So each of the two new Rangers and the three, if you want to count Bure, have figured in the scoring tonight.
It's a much more, and Karpa with the shot too. Karpa's played a strong game. To me, Sam, the Rangers, you know, when you build a team, you look for pieces of a puzzle to try to fit. Well, all of a sudden in this game, with everybody in the lineup except for Mark Messier, the puzzle looks a little better. And there's another look at McCarthy scoring on the backhand as everybody was involved. And the Rangers have the 2-goal lead. There's still 14-17 to go in the third, but they've earned this one, and they've been good and much better defensively. Even the other night against Vancouver, they didn't get up much.
4 goals in the last 7 games for Sandy McCarthy, his 9th of the season. Karpa and Murray get the assist at 5:15. Then Murray has an assist. Tom Poti has a goal. Pavel Bure has a goal and an assist. Have themselves a 4-2 lead. Chipped clear by Bure.
Bure, from what I've seen in this game, he's been responsible in his own zone. He's worked at it.
Samuelson, Barnaby tips it in. Barnaby's been a good fit on the line with Bure and Lindros.
Whoa, that was almost a good play.
Tony Dahlman takes it back and lost it. Michael Samuelson out for Johansson. He caught it in his jersey and he can't get it loose. And he carries it and it's whistled down for an offside. Well, if you've ever dreamed of taking the ice with some of the greats of all time, Rod Gilbert, Glenn Anderson, and others, now's your chance to head to Toronto for 4 days of hockey and fun along with Rangers stars of the past. Rangers Dream Week scheduled for August 14th through the 18th. For information, call 1-800-888-4376.
August 14th, that's going to be a Monday, right? That'd be fun to be at that. Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto. That'd be a blast.
The only thing that would make Dream Week better was if you were out there flying down the left wing, shooting pucks.
Flying low.
I'm not putting in goal. I'd like to see you on left wing.
14th of August is the date I have my golf tournament for the Crohn's Colitis Foundation in Western Canada in the beautiful mountains of British Columbia. You better show up.
Work on that. I'm going to work on it. Yolonen to Arvidsson. Arvidsson checked by Lyashenko.
You'll never see anything like that again, Sam.
You know, if you let me win a few trivias. Yolonen. Poti on him. 7 minutes gone by. Third period. Rangers lead 4-2. Barnaby. Now Poti. He has one of the goals.
Yeah, smart play. Poti had no pass. End of his shift. He just slowly put the puck in the corner, and he's made a clean line change.
Alfredson with Leach back. Alfredson fanned on the shot. Tried to fake Leach and pulled it back and then missed on his chance.
Alfredson, remember I talked about his new blade or shape of his blade and his great shot? He hasn't registered a shot in this game. None.
Let's take a look at the American Express check of the game. And let's go back to this hit.
Ooh, Lefebvre nailed White. That was a cross-check from behind. Not penalized. It was a hard, tough hit. White didn't miss any time. And Sylvain Lefebvre could have been in the old, you know where.
Yes. The sin bin. 12:32 to go, third period. Rem Murray on with Fleury and McCarthy. And Ron Lowe has rolled 4 lines the entire game.
Right now, Eric Lindros is not on the bench. So I don't know what the story is.
Got word that Todd White has an injury to his left hand and will not return.
He was on the ice early in the period. I saw him out there. So he must have happened during this period.
That's a tough loss. He's a 20-goal scorer and a key face-off man for Ottawa. Leach. From Murray.
By the way, with Lindros, Jim Ramsey, the medical trainer, is at the Rangers bench. So that's a good sign, meaning it just could be equipment. And for White, he started the period. He was on the ice early in the period. I saw as Ottawa was rotating 4 lines, so something happened here in this one.
Malakoff to Berard. Chara sends it in. Malakoff after it. McCutcheon bearing down on him. Around the boards. Bonk tied up by Nedved. Bure clears the zone, so Nedved has taken Lindros' spot here with Bure and Barnaby. Chara. It's the Ranger zone. Parker goes back together. McCutcheon on him, couldn't clear. Hossa takes it down and shoots. Stick save. Big save by Richter.
It really was. He hasn't had much work, and that was a real good shot by Hossa. Real accurate, too.
Bure blocked the dump-in attempt by a decision. Carpa. This time bangs it off the glass and out.
You get to the point, can Ottawa find offense? They're better offensive players, aside from maybe Hossa, have been real quiet in this game. And the Rangers look a lot more confident as a team in their own zone.
And a guy they miss, and we talked about it right from the start, John, Martin Havlat. Very speedy winger who's out with an injury, 20-goal scorer.
And
Rangers whistled for icing.
Gigantic speed.
10:27 to go in the third. Ottawa without a shot here in the third.
That one by Hossa looked like it was on net to me. This is the last shift that Lindros had before he left the bench. Working hard in the corner. That's McCult that he's with. Nothing there. Oh, here he comes. He's now just come back to the bench as I look down. I'm quite sure, and Cass was with him, Sam, so I think that that obviously was an equipment problem, probably a skate.
Rangers equipment manager, Casio Marquez. Out to Salo, long shot, deflects to the corner, and then rebound to the side of the net, and Richter covers up. 10:12 to go in the third, and the Rangers leading the Ottawa Senators 4-2. Rangers home against the Atlanta Thrashers tomorrow night at the Islanders. Monday night, that'll be on Fox Sports New York. We'll have the game tomorrow night for you on MSG Network. Geico Rangers game night at 6:30. We anticipate the return of Al Troutway tomorrow night.
Great. Yeah, look forward to seeing Al. Lindros back, as you see, talking things over with Brian Leach. And see who he's going against. Lindros goes head-to-head with Bonk. Bonk, the #1 centerman for the Ottawa Senators. Hossa, Bonk, and McEachran. This is an important shift at the midpoint of the third period with a 2-goal lead. Very important shift for both teams.
Leach lifts it. Batted out of the zone. No. Chara kept it in momentarily. Now it's picked up by Bure. Oh, it's a hand pass. Okay. It was batted out of the zone. Bure played it. The Rangers are the ones who batted it out. Hand pass whistle brings it back for the face-off.
So what do you think of Bore's play so far? It looks like with Barnaby on the line and Lindros really looking like he's getting comfortable. Been pretty good tonight.
So far, the Rangers and we had a chance to talk with President and General Manager Glenn Sather between periods. He's been very pleased with the new acquisitions. They fit in very nicely.
Bore said when he was in Florida, the centerman that really moved the puck nicely to him a lot was shrewd, and a thinker was Ray Whitney, who ended up being traded last season to the Columbus Blue Jackets, right?
Lindros wins the faceoff. Malakoff able to lift it clear. Past the midway point of the third period. Rangers with a 4-2 lead. Lindros for Barnaby was broken up by Chara. Leach plays it.
Through the middle. See that? Now there's a good play. Even though Bore didn't get the puck deep. The Rangers didn't try to pass the puck through the middle. They went back to the other defenseman saying, they're trying to break this trap.
Not easy. Redden keeps it in. Pass deflected out. Chara bats it ahead. Barnaby's got it. He's got Bure racing down the right side. He didn't see him soon enough and just dumped it in. Chara to Bonk. And McEachran plays it deep into the Rangers zone. Lindros, Bure, Poding. And scored goals for the Rangers. And Sandy McCarthy got the last one here in this period. Parker with a hit. Lyashenko moves it. out of the zone to Ruchinski. Salo goes over to him. Good play by Sammy Salo. Around the boards, Lyachenko able to keep it in. Ruchinski, who has an assist in the game, checked by Salo. Roshek. And Brunet takes over for Ottawa. Phillips, hounded by Ruchinski. Good job by Ruchinski. And a good job on his line, keeping the puck in the Ottawa zone. Harper does it, took a hit from Brunet.
Carpa's going to pinch. Rangers need a forward to back him up, especially with the lead.
Now the Rangers playing the defensive game.
And see the Rangers now. That was smart by the fave, Sam. He waited till the Rangers made a complete line change, including Cody getting on the ice.
All the way around. McCarthy trying to chip it clear. Was kept in by Decision. Bonk works it down the boards. Fave with a hit. Then Murray swung it around, and McCarthy able to get it clear. Shane Knighty and Theo Fleury, and Fleury gets a hit in. And it forced a turnover. The Rangers score! Wow. Fleury forced a turnover for the second time in the Ottawa zone with his hit along the boards. It's 5-2 Rangers.
Guess who it was on?
Shane Knighty.
Shane Knighty. McCarthy made a pretty good play right here, diving and chipping the puck away. Now Fleury doesn't give up on the play. Watch him chase Knighty down and throw the body. Wham! Now Fleury will go behind the net to the front of the net. Bonk he's been lost in this game. Bonk didn't even look for the puck. Sam Bonk is a centerman. He's got to be a quarterback in his own zone. He doesn't even look for the puck. Fleury goes to the net. Bonk sees the puck go by him, and Fleury puts it through Lalim's legs. Good body check there. It forced the play, and all of a sudden the puck comes from the blue line, and there's Theo Fleury.
Oh, boy.
And these Ottawa Senators have now given up 10 goals in less than 2 games. That's a big-time number for them.
Very uncharacteristic of the Ottawa Senators, and the Rangers bust loose with 5 goals and lead 5-2, 7:15 to go. Theo Fleury gets the goal, his 23rd. Tom Poti will get an assist, giving him a 2-point game in his Rangers debut. Alfredson against Nedved. Arvidsson. Nedved tried to break it up. He did. Lefebvre able to get it out of the zone. Fleury with his 23rd from Poti. Moving in is Johansson, and he's stopped by Chara. 12:32, the time of the goal. So the Rangers, who have not had good third periods the last 3 games, have a good one here tonight.
Yeah, they look like more of a team with all these new players in the lineup. They fit the needs of the Rangers. They look like a team, and they've deserved this 5-2 lead. They've only given up 17 shots on the road, Sam. They only have 17 themselves, but 5 of them are goals, and only given up 17 shots.
You made a point earlier, John. You wonder about the confidence of Patrick Lalime, back-to-back, giving up 5 goals. The #1 goaltender, not far away from the start of the playoffs. Hossa moves it out to McEachran. Malakoff and Leach go to him. Victor waits for the puck and stops play. 5:55 to go.
2-1 Boston over Buffalo.
Lindros, Poirier, and Barnaby put together tonight as the top line, and they have all contributed with points and hits and plus ratings.
The Rangers have...
Chance it for Richter, makes the save on McEachran.
How did that happen? It was that quick. That's the big save. Big save late.
Malakoff goes back to get the puck. Rangers with a 5-2 lead. Led 2-1 end of the first, 3-2 end of the second. And have added to the lead with 2 goals here in the third. Sandy McCarthy and Theo Fleury scoring for the Rangers here in the third. Tom Poti had the go-ahead goal late in the second period on a power play that gave the Rangers the 3-2 lead. Never trailed in the game.
These look like a different team, don't they?
A lot of good signs.
Fairly patient. smart in their own zone. Rangers haven't had to ask Mike Richter to be superhuman in this game, which is a nice change for the Rangers on the road.
Alfredson playing across. Leach picks it up. His pass intended for Ruchinski was blocked by Alfredson and then chipped into the Ottawa bench. 4:43 to go, third period. Roman Lyashenko has seen plenty of ice time as Theo Fleury scored goal number 5.
23rd of the season. His first goal scored outside of New York State since November 3rd. He's had 14 goals at the Garden since then, 3 goals on Long Island and 1 goal in Buffalo, but none outside of New York State since November 3rd, and that was in Florida.
Governor Pataki must be happy that he scores a lot in New York State.
We saw the governor not too long ago at the Friends of Karen dinner.
Yes.
And he was very gracious, and what a gentleman he is.
Wonderful to see him show up at that charity event. Yolonen taken out of the play.
You gave him that bear hug. I didn't think you were ever going to let go.
Just wanted a contribution, that's all.
Who he did?
Boston leading Buffalo 2-1 in the second. Samsonov and Boynton scored for Boston.
And Buffalo had the lead in that game, correct?
No.
No, they didn't. I'm sorry.
1-1 and Boynton put Boston in the lead. Toronto leading Washington 2-1.
Is Barrasso
second? Barrasso in goal for Toronto, his first game for the Maple Leafs. Schwab has been outstanding. Jaromir Jagr got his 28th of the season for Washington. Detroit has hit a flat spell, John. They're trailing Columbus 2-1.
Detroit's waiting for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I was there yesterday. Had a chat with quite a number of their players, and they know they're flat right now, but I think they are just counting the days before the puck drops for the playoffs.
We'll be right back. Tonight's Oppenheimer Team Contributor Award goes to Tom Poti with a goal and an assist. Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest. Nice debut for Tom Poti, who will be 25 years old tomorrow. That's a good way to go into your birthday.
It sure is, and he'll have another one tomorrow on his birthday with the Atlanta Thrashers in town. Atlanta moved 3 players at the deadline, all the experienced guys. Sam Slager to Detroit, and Ray Ferraro to St. Louis. And
Ferraro's gotten off to a good start with St. Louis with a goal in each of his first 2 games.
Fleury tried to hit decision. Fleury went down. Fleury's really finished his checks.
He has
on these Ottawa defensemen. He's been relentless.
Dahlman taken out by Lefebvre. Poti reached in, got good position, moved the puck. Comes to the side of the net. Richter stops play. 2:52 remaining in the third period.
You know, you've seen that visor or mask that Dahlman's wearing. He fractured an orbital bone early in the season. And he keeps that mask on for safety's sake all the way through the season to make sure it heals up properly. There's Glenn Sather and Gilles Leger, and 2 pretty good hockey minds right there. They'll be very happy with the way things have gone here for the Rangers in this game, and now they hope that the Rangers get themselves on a streak. They need points, and they need a lot of points with only 10 games to go after this one.
Montreal will play in Tampa Bay tomorrow night and in Nashville on Saturday night.
Tampa Bay's been good, haven't they? They're undefeated in 6.
They have.
And with Hobby Bullen in goal, you just don't know.
McEachran and Nedved here.
He gives them a chance to win every night with the way he can stop the puck. And Andrew Chuck's been having a good year.
Shot by Salo was blocked. Nedved made the block. Johansson moves in. And McEachran gets it to Marian Hossa. Salo winds up. Long shot deflected. Loose in front. McEachran got knocked down by Malakoff. Scramble for the puck. The puck comes to the near side. And Johansson able to bring it out of the zone. Lean goes out the plate. Boston on top of the Eastern Conference, leading Buffalo 2-1. Buffalo tied with the Rangers in points starting play tonight. Gerard off the glass and out. Rangers have played a smart game. Zara Alfredson. Harper against him. And Lyashenko. Chara wide open. Saved by Richter. Big chance. Richter up to the task and an excellent save. Lyashenko moves in. Lyashenko shoots and a save by Lalime. Puck cleared out by Wade Redden. Minute 20 to go in the game. Rangers 5, Senators 2. Rangers will win the season series with Ottawa. 2-1-1.
Mike Richter hasn't had a ton of work, Sam, but here in the third, he's made 2 or 3 real good saves. And the last one was on Chara, wide open on the high slot. Richter moved out and outweighted him. He outweighted Chara. And Chara took the slap shot, and Richter was very casual, just kicked the puck away. So that was, and going into tomorrow with Atlanta coming into New York, he hasn't been overworked. Mike Richter's only had 19 shots, not many scrambles and those types of plays, so he won't be tired. Look at this. Chara had some time, and Richter was well out. Good job there, as you see on the near side, as Berard took his man out, and that allowed the Rangers goaltender to move out. Lyashenko had no passing lane, so he took the shot. Rangers couldn't get to the rebound, nearly did.
Again off the faceoff. Lindros battling with Herperger, and they're going to get whistled down. That didn't stop. It started with a shove by Lindros right off the faceoff, as he done earlier at Kealonen.
Well, he's done it all 3 periods. He's been nasty in the game off the draws. First real scrum we've seen.
Yeah, Herperger came back at him.
Yeah, first pushing and shoving scrum we've seen is a minute 6 to go in the third. 5-2 Rangers, and I think there'll be some minors handed out. The Ottawa Senators trade away Andre Waugh, which is a player that's a rugged winger. Played pretty well here. And now they have another youngster by the name of Neal. But he's out with a hip injury, so not in the lineup. Let's watch the face-off. Lindros, puck's dropped. Look at him overpowered. When you have size and you can do it, do it. He's done it all game long, and he and Herperger got after each other pretty well. So they'll be given minors. Both are gone for the rest of this one, as the Rangers have to close out the last minute and win this thing, and then start thinking immediately about the game tomorrow at home to Atlanta.
So the Rangers losing streak ends at 4, and a big win for them as they move to within 2 points of Montreal, but Montreal will have 2 games in hand.
So give the Rangers 13 road wins, 17 down on the regular season. They're 2 games above 500 at home, 18-16, 2-1. But they've broken out of the scoring slump. They had only 11 goals over the last 7 games going into this one. And on the road here in Ottawa, they've been able to get themselves 7. The extra minor, by the way, goes to Lindros. And Sandy McCarthy skates across to serve it. Ottawa looks like they're not in a real rush here to get the puck drop.
No. And Paul Dvorsky goes over to talk to Jacques Martin. Rangers will have 10 games remaining after tonight. Buffalo will have 12, and Montreal 12.
Montreal does have a favorable schedule. They play Tampa Bay, Nashville, Florida, Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh. That is favorable considering the majority of those teams are all under 500,
yeah.
Even though Tampa Bay has been playing real well. Real well.
Looked like Lindros gets an extra 2, as John mentioned, and McCarthy's serving it. So power play Ottawa, their 3rd of the game. Very few in the game. Rangers have had only 1 power play. This is number 3 for Ottawa with under a minute to go in the game. And Samuelson clears all the way down. Lindros got 4 for roughing. Herperger got 2, I believe, for cross-checking.
And that power play by the Rangers ended up being what is to this point the game-winning goal, with Cody moving in to score, and that was an important time for them.
Richter played the shot by Redden into the crowd with the blocker. 38.6 remaining.
It went off the handle above the blocker.
Really?
Sort of sounded that way anyway. It sounded like more of a puck hitting a stick as opposed to the blocker. Again, Mike Richter, not much work here. Not given credit for a save there, as that shot would not have hit the net. So that gives Mike a real good chance to get his legs taken care of after the game. Rangers charter back to New York City tonight, and then he should be rested and ready to go tomorrow.
That's if the blizzard is out of here.
It's
The blizzard of Ottawa.
Did you make that phone call? Enough.
It was windy and snowy when we arrived at about 5 o'clock. Hossa. Bonk. Hudson back to Bonk. 20 seconds to go in the game. Hossa slides it toward the crease. Was blocked in front. Karpa's had a strong game for the Rangers. He has really played well. Redden Gordon to Alfredson. 8 seconds to go. Shot by Bump wide. 5 seconds to go. Hossa up the boards. This one's over. Rangers defeat the Ottawa Senators 5-2, and a huge win for the Rangers as they break the losing streak at 4. Mike Richter wins his 296th career victory, and for the newest Rangers, all contributing. Bure, a goal and an assist. Rem Murray had an assist, and Tom Pody with a goal and an assist. A good night for the Rangers.
The line combinations worked for the Rangers. McCarthy and Barnaby got more ice time than they did against Vancouver. That helped. Rangers got the lead every time they needed. They got an important power play goal. Mike Richter wasn't overworked, but he made a couple of nice saves in the third period. And the Rangers team, I think when you watch them defensively, for the most part, seemed to be getting a little better. And the penalty killing was okay.
Yes, it was. 3 for 3. Nextel Direct Connect play of the game. Watch this play by Theo Fleury. He forced 2 turnovers in the offensive zone that led to goals in this game. And this one right here on Shane Knighty.
Yeah, he moves in and wham. Now, as Pody puts the shot on goal, Radek Bonk doesn't look interested at all. Fleury was there. He deflected the puck right through the legs of Lalime. It's a 5-2 Rangers win, and they deserved every bit of it.
So, while play continues around the league tonight, right now, the Rangers have 70 points, 2 points behind Montreal. And as we mentioned, Montreal 2 games in hand. And Buffalo with 68 points in action tonight. They are trailing Boston 2-1 in the third, and Washington is trailing 2-1 in the third at Toronto. We'll come back and wrap things up here in Ottawa right after these messages. Rangers win at 5-2. New York Rangers break out offensively, get 5 goals, play tough defensively, and win it 5-2 over the Ottawa Senators. The goal of the game is brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of the NHL.
Over to the other point, the ceiling into Hatfield. Hatfield scores number 50. We got Urban shoots.
Reunite Nedved with his regular forward mates on the power play.
They won the face-off. Malikoff was able to keep it in. Ruchinski along the boards, tied up with Brunet. Roshek out to Cody. Winds and shoots wide. Around the boards, Nedved. Holding. Now Ruchinski. Pody cutting in. He scores! Tom Pody! It's a power play goal! And it was the game winner. Rangers added to that lead on goals by McCarthy and Fleury in the third period. Tom Pody will join us on our Sports Desk post-game coverage of the New York Rangers. Our next game is tomorrow night at Madison Square Garden. Rangers and Atlanta Thrashers. Geico Rangers game night at 6:30. Then the Thrashers and Rangers at 7 o'clock. Coming up next, Steve Cangelosi at the MSG Sports Desk. Complete wrap-up of the day of sports, including NHL highlights and scores. And then there's Rangers Rewind at midnight tonight. That wraps it up. Our producer, Joe Whalen, director, Bob Lewis, associate director, Fran O'Connell, our graphics coordinator, Pete McEvely. For JD, this is Sam Rosen. Stay tuned for Sports Desk next.